This video is to find out more about leisure craft insurance. It's my pleasure to be joined by Martin from Pantaenius. Thank you so much for spending the time with me today. We're on your beautiful stand here at the Sanctuary Cove Boat Show. You, I think, are the real leader in leisure boat insurance. How did you carve out this dominant position in the market?
Yeah. Well, it all started with my father creating a product in the 1950s, and there were no yacht insurance products around. And one time, some of his friends' older boats burned down. They were wooden boats, and they didn't get any compensation at that time. So they came to him and said, "Harold, you're in the insurance business. Can't you do something about this?" And that was the start of the Pantaenius yacht insurance. And since then, we've gone from strength to strength, and the latest office is here in Australia.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit more about that. So how many countries are you in now, and what's your kind of global reach?
Yeah, so we have 12 offices around the world, most of them in Europe. The latest one we just opened in Athens, in Greece. But 10 years ago, I started this office here in Australia, and we have really managed to basically connect all the dots on the global basis, so that when the boats travel around the world, they can get support in any ocean. We are kind of present with our infrastructure.
So I think we've seen quite a lot of change since your father started the business, then, with the culture now around insurance being obviously sometimes mandatory, often mandatory nowadays. So how have you sort of tailored the products for the leisure market?
Well, the whole world is in finance is very regulated, so it's very important that you get registered in each country and have the fiscal authorities on your side, and that all takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So you're absolutely right. It's not only knowing about boats and being able to repair them and have surveyors, but it's also the compliance issue nowadays, which makes it quite complicated, because boats can be registered in one place, but the owner lives in another place. Then there's crew. The whole crew issue it has come in addition to the traditional boat insurance. So it makes it more complex, but it makes it also more interesting for us to really be able to have a one-stop shop for the client.
That's right. So in terms of the way the market's evolving for insurance, is it quite static, or do you see new products coming to market to meet, I guess, the way that boats are changing? And we're seeing some different technology with boats. We're seeing electric propulsion. We're seeing foiling, different types of boats. Is that going to affect your market?
Yes, I think it does. I mean, the new technologies were always part of evolution in yachting, and we were the first ones who insured carbon fiber masts, and we did pay a lot of them when they failed at the beginning, especially on the more super yachts. On the production serial boats, that was always okay. But it's also now coupled a little bit more with not only technology advancements and lithium-ion batteries and so on, but also coupled with the natural disasters that we see more and more. The erratic weather patterns are just increasing, and we have a lot of lightning claims, which we didn't have so much 20 years before. It's just there are more lightnings, I guess, because the weather is warmer in general, and there's just more lightning around. Of course, you have also more winds, stronger winds, and you have to look into those scenarios. So our approach is to still keep the best product in the market and have a full cover for the boats, but work on the education and the warning for our clients. If there's a hurricane come, we inform them. Cyclones here, the same in Australia. Educate them what to do when you leave your boat in the marina.
There's a great safety benefit there as well, I guess, for the users, but by you providing the service.
Yeah, I mean, it's a win-win situation. First of all, we want to keep the owners safe and make them survive. And at the same time, we like to protect the general insurance premiums. So we've, for example, been able to keep the insurance premium the last 2-3 years always under the inflation rate, and kept the insurance rate low, compared to many other competitors who had very high claim ratios, and they had to increase a lot the premium. So the more you can avoid major claims for your portfolio, the better it is for the group.
Absolutely. So obviously you're growing all the time geographically. You're here now in Australia. Where next? Where's the next sort of area that you think you want to expand into?
Well, I think we are quite happy where we are positioned at the moment. We like to grow naturally always. We have always thought it's best to be in control of your own business and grow organically. So I think the next steps are to look further into the Asian market. I've been to the rendezvous of the Phuket rendezvous in Thailand, and I think there's some good infrastructure coming up. But of course, not quite enough boats yet, really, to justify an own office, maybe. But Singapore, Hong Kong, all these areas are there, and we will see. Maybe there is something to be done in the future.
That's okay. Well, Martin, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
For more content like this, please like and subscribe. But for now, that is all.